Today on Traveling with the Mouse, we are going to further discuss my upcoming trip. We have mixed in news concerning a death at Universal, as well as just talking about some general entertainment news. That's today on Traveling with the Mouse. Welcome, everyone, to episode number 511 of Traveling with the Mouse. I am your host for this week. My name is John, and I am joined, as always, by Adam.
Boo. What's up, everybody?
Boo, what's up, everybody?
Yeah. Boo, because it's Halloween season. Boo to you.
Boo to you.
And I don't have to say boo to Disney anymore because they did the right thing and Kimmel's back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
it hasn't taken up any news, so.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, who is this guy again?
Your head's been in the sand.
Yes. Well, I mean, you know, he draws a tenth of what the show did back in the day, so maybe that's why I don't know who he is. Because I've looked it up.
Is it really that well?
Yes.
I bet his YouTube thing is way up, though.
Maybe. Well, yeah, for a reason.
Well,
anyway.
It's because young people don't watch TV anymore.
Well, I was going to say network television is dead for the most part.
But it's not that people don't watch it because it's like he has 20 million subscribers on YouTube.
Well, then go be a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, he could, but I guess ABC probably owns all that, so he'd have to start a new channel. But he could have, but now he's back, so.
All right. Well,
we don't have to talk at length about that now because I guess it's over, but
yeah,
I was ready to.
You were ready
talk, but I guess it's resolved itself.
Yes,
although by the time it comes out, he might be canceled again. Who knows?
Okay, so Adam was ready to fake everyone out like he was canceling his trips and everything. Apparently, it's easy to talk this way now.
I actually thought about canceling Disney Plus, but
I
hadn't done it. But I mean, I'm like, I can't cancel my annual pass because it's already paid for, and it's like I don't even think I could cancel the Disneyland tickets I bought.
You could not renew it though.
Yeah, but I just renewed it like a month ago, so I have 11 more months with it. So,
all right.
Anyway,
yes. Well,
Bob Iger did the right thing, I guess. I mean, as we're recording this, I guess it just happened, so we don't know all the details but we're assuming it was Iger that made the decision to put him back on. So.
You're assuming that's what he'll want you to think. So,
well, I mean, who else? I mean, he's the one that ultimately makes that decision, right? You would think. He is the CEO.
Once again, much like a lot of the things we've discussed before, he will definitely take whatever credit. And if it's something that if there's somewhere to blame, it'll go toward Chapek, apparently. So
if they lose out on this not merger, but this acquisition they wanted, I guess, that they're needing SEC approval for, if they don't get it, then it's DeMaro's fault or something. Is that what you're saying?
It could be.
I was like, DeMaro told me to do that.
Right.
And then he'll leave Disney, and then they'll have no CEO to replace Bob Iger.
I will say this. They are a bit too much of a monopoly. I'm really surprised that they've gotten the approval to buy as many things as they have bought. I mean, think about it.
I mean, they are a giant.
There's Marvel, Lucas. Now they own Fox. I mean, what else do they own?
Well, they don't own Fox, right? Just 20th Century Fox, which is different, I think, right?
Okay, excuse me, 20th Century Fox.
Because that would mean they would own like the network Fox too, which they don't.
Right.
But they do own the film studio, 20th Century Fox, right?
Well, they got ABC a long time ago.
Yep.
What else are they in?
Speaking of ABC really quick, did you watch the Disneyland 70th special on ABC this weekend?
No.
Oh, I did.
I did not.
We watched the whole thing.
And how was it? I'm pretty sure I can watch it if I want to on Disney Plus.
Sure.
Disney Plus /Hulu/ESPN/ I mean,
whatever, all the things.
You can watch all of it through Disney Plus if you want to.
I guess it's probably on there somewhere now, but I guess after it aired, they probably put it on there. But it was your typical, like, most of the same stuff you've seen over and over again. and then the kind of cheesy celebrity like gawking over the rides or stuff like that. Like Tiffany Haddish talking about how great Haunted Mansion was. Oh wait, she was in the movie, so she's sort of promoting the movie too, right? There's that kind of stuff.
She was in Haunted Mansion?
Yeah,
Wait a minute, which one? Oh, yeah, the most recent one. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
And as was Jamie Lee Curtis, who was Madame Leota in that one. She was on there. Neil Patrick Harris was on it. Josh Gad, of course. It was fine, but, it's stuff I've mostly already seen before.
It was, and that was good, except it's kind of pale in comparison to Muppets Haunted Mansion. So,
yeah, they mentioned Muppets Haunted Mansion too, because they mentioned all the different versions of Haunted Mansion movies that have come out.
Well, Adam, it's officially fall. So, I mean, I guess that means the Halloween shows, if they haven't already, are going to show up. You're going to be easy to find them on Disney Plus. That's actually one that I actually give a watch, like always around this season, is the Muppets Haunted Mansion one. I thought it was good.
Gosh, yeah, I need to watch that one.
You haven't watched it? Like
I
ever?
don't.
It's only been, it's like 5 years old now.
I've seen parts of that one. My kids have seen it, but I've only seen.
Has a lot of celebrity appearances, actually. Job, what's his real name? I forgot.
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett, yes, Will Arnett. John Stamos was in it.
Yes, of course. Which he was on the Disneyland special as well because, he loves Disney.
Well, Stamos has had a connection with Disney for a long time. The first thing I remember seeing him was the Beach Boys. So he played with the Beach Boys when they were on some special in like 1989.
Right.
Or somewhere around that range.
Full House episode.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, well, I mean, it's ABC. Like Disney always showed up on TGIF at some point in all those shows.
Any like new hotel they wanted to promote or something, or anything new they would put it on
the Grand was in there around that time, wasn't it?
Yes. Family Matters, they stayed at Wilderness Lodge, which was newly opened when that episode came out.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say back to Full House, Steve voiced Aladdin. So.
Oh, yeah. Right, of course.
So there you go. A lot of connections.
And Home Improvement, of course, Jonathan Taylor Thomas was Simba.
Yeah. It's almost like they had these people under contract or something, and it cost them less money somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Which Disney does that so much with everything. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, Tim Allen, he ended up, while he was still filming that show, voiced Buzz, right?
Right. Yep.
So there you go.
Then speaking of, I wonder what Toy Story 5 is, how that's going. I'm sure it's in the works, right?
I don't know. It's too many Toy Stories for me to care at this point. I mean, I actually thought about this the other day when we were talking about when I was looking up the ratings and everything. I was like, I'm right at about 3 years away from being out of what they call the key demo. I'll be 47 in November. So
once you hit 50, nobody cares about you anymore.
No, I'm just in a different category at that point. I'll be in the senior category, I guess is what it's called. I don't know.
The CBS category.
It's really weird that they have this wide range from 18 to 49, right? I mean, like an 18-year-old and a 49-year-old have the same things are watching this anywhere close to the same things.
Yeah.
I mean, although I do still watch some of the same stuff that I would have in my 20s, some of them, like, well, I can't say I watch them regularly. I don't watch anything regularly. There are some things that I watched back then that I still would watch. I could put it that way.
Right. Speaking of Toy Story earlier, though, it reminded me of something. I saw, you may have seen this because I think it was on Club Random when Quentin Tarantino was on there. He was talking about Toy Story trilogy.
I have not seen that one. I'm selective when it comes to that. Like, it usually has to be a guest that I say, well, that person is interesting to talk to or hear from.
Tarantino is not interesting?
Well, Tarantino, I don't know. He didn't, he wasn't one of the ones that it like made me want to listen to say.
But I guess he has kids now, or a kid. I can't remember if he has more than one or not, but he was talking about Toy Story, the first 3. He's like one of the best trilogies ever. He's like
best trilogies ever in films.
Yes, in all of film. He said it was like, and every movie got better. And it's rare that the third movie, he in his mind was the best of the series when, like a lot of them, it drops
Hmm.
off after the second one. Um,
Hmm.
and then I think it may have been Bill Maher saying, "Isn't there a fourth one though now?" And he's like, "I don't care because the three was perfect. The trilogy was perfect. I don't care what they did after that. It's like I don't want to see it because it would only ruin the perfect trilogy that was the first three." And he's kind of
Yeah.
right in a way
That
because it
sounds
was.
like that, that sounds like Mitch and Indiana Jones.
Mm, I mean, really, I wouldn't call Indy necessarily the perfect trilogy, but it definitely ended better than the middles. The first one's really the best, though. You can't argue with that. Raiders is the best one.
Sure, you can. You can argue. No, anybody
I
can
mean,
argue.
you try to make that argument. I guess you could
Yeah.
say that the prequels were like Revenge of the Sith is the best of those, but I don't think it got progressively better, though. I think the first one's pretty good. The second one's the weakest. The third one is probably the best of the three. But even Star Wars, it's like first one's good, the second one's the best. Jedi is good, but it's not as good as Empire. But
See, when I was a kid, I used to always think that they did each get better than the previous. I'll say this, the production definitely like improved with each film, that's for sure.
it's like
Like you
anytime
can,
new technology came out,
well,
they
yeah,
realized they were pushed the limit every time.
but after, when in the digitized era, I guess we'll say, whenever the films can get cleaned up and everything, Jedi can stand up next to like films of today with the way it's been cleaned
Right.
up. You know what I mean?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, I think it definitely could, yeah. I just wish he hadn't done the Ewoks and he had just done Wookiees, which he was originally going to do. I think it would have been better.
I mean, I think it was fine the way it was. Obviously, nobody knew any different.
The
People only
Ewoks are
became
too cute.
people only became more heavily critical when the prequels came around. That's whenever the critics really started laying it in. Right.
Anyway,
The originals, you had the innocence. You had, we just were along for the ride. So
yeah.
that's
But
part of it.
back to Toy Story for a second. I do think that Tarantino was right on that because I've only watched Toy Story 4, I think, the one time. Whereas I really am fond of Toy Story 2 and 3 in
Mm.
particular. The first one's good. It's not my favorite because it's dated in terms of it's not as watchable to me as the second and third. But still,
Right.
all three of the first ones, I would watch them all the time. But the fourth one, it's kind of forgettable, honestly.
Well, as some of you may recall, the very first brackets that we did, Toy Story 2 1, that was many moons ago.
Yeah, I still stand by Toy Story 2 is my favorite, but I think the ending of Toy Story 3 is a very satisfying conclusion to that trilogy. I agree with him
Well,
because
it is.
Andy, like, it's like a full circle of Andy's, like,
Except now it's no longer a trilogy. It's going to keep on going
yeah,
and
it's
keep getting worse, like most of them do. Just another
like
cash
Indiana
grab.
Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just another cash grab. I tell you, speaking
yeah,
of sequels, one that's coming out and it's going to be out while I'm
dude,
on my trip is Tron Ares. And what I was thinking about this
yeah,
the other day, what's weird is, has there ever been a film series that had three films that had this large of a gap in between each
each one.
sequel?
It's a good
Because
question.
like the original was it 83 or 2? I'm trying to remember now. 10,
Mm,
20.
I
I think it
mean,
was
between
82. I think it was
yeah, it
82. So it's
was
28 years in between the sequels, right? Because
first and
wasn't it
second.
2010?
Yeah, 2010 was the
Okay.
second one.
So it's 28 years between the first and the second, and it's going to be 25 years between or no, wait, no, 15 years, excuse me, between the second and the third.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
know that there's ever been a film series that has multiple films that's ever been that big of a gap
That
in
far
between.
apart. Yeah,
And one of the main characters still kicking and actually in it
right.
in that time
Exactly.
span.
Yeah,
Actually, two of them would. I mean, the one that played, what's his name? Alan, I can't think of his name. I've only known him as anything was in Tron, but the one who actually played Tron, he
Bruce
he was in
Boxleitner.
it. No, his name's Alan, isn't it? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking that's in the
Well,
film.
Alan Bradley is
Yeah,
character name.
the characters in the film, yes. But anyway, the actor, I don't know if he's going to be in this film or not. I know that
Bruce Boxleitner. Let's see if he's in the Aries. I'm looking at the cast now.
you're looking at it now.
I just see Jeff Bridges. I don't see the.
Yeah, I know Jeff Bridges is in it,
but I don't see Bruce Boxleitner. I don't
okay.
see his name, so he must
Yeah.
not be in it.
Yeah, one of the main differences between Bruce and the original, Jeff and the original, and now is obviously gray hair and no teeth, pretty much. You can tell he has false teeth when he talks. So
I'm looking at the Tron overlay just to see.
yeah, I'm gonna be able to do that. I think. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they do the red. The
They
lights
do.
on motorcycles, they do. They're red. That's pretty cool.
I think you should see a doctor if you do the red.
Yeah, definitely.
So
It should not be red.
yeah.
What it looks like though is it goes in between the red and blue, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. I don't even.
It starts out blue and then it turns red.
So do you turn team red?
I guess. I don't know if they say anything different, but
That's what it used to be.
But anyway, pretty cool.
You're no longer team blue. You're team red at that point.
Welcome back, losers.
That's what my wife thought it said the first time. It said
Yeah,
losers.
like.
Congratulations, losers. It's like congratulations, losers, like it's being sarcastic.
Right.
Congratulations, losers. What?
It does kind of sound like that.
Congratulations, losers.
Losers.
But anyway, so for my trip upcoming, I decided to get part of it at least. For those of you that have listened to the podcast regularly, you know that I had talked about an upcoming trip that I was doing somewhat last minute. On this show, I have had trips. I've actually discussed a trip that I did or booked initially over a year in advance one time.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's going to be one that I have booked less than a month. Now, I know you, on a whim, a lot of times, you or Jason would have probably booked some like the day before or something.
Not that. Usually a week or so.
Yeah.
Week or two.
And I was going to wait as long as I possibly could, but I got to looking. I mean, I kept searching for Airbnbs, and they just kept getting a little bit more scarce, I guess. I mean, there's plenty out there. Don't get me wrong. There probably would have been something available like the night before if I really wanted to wait that long. But I decided to go ahead and lock something down stay wise. I had actually looked at Disney a little bit. My goal here was to have us a place in which we kept it under the $300 a night mark, which is actually on a holiday weekend kind of tough to do on property. Because even Pop was like $260 when anytime it was showing up.
Dang.
And there was one time I was about to book that, but apparently I got snatched up in the middle of it when I was looking at it, because when I got to the end, it wouldn't let me put in the cart or go further, but because I was considering that. But so here we are. This is the 24th, and roughly 2 weeks then, 15 days before the time frame in which I was going to go, and have booked an Airbnb, which is approximately 13 minutes. It's on the other side, away from that was the drive if you put it on maps from this location to Magic Kingdom. So
you already have the actual address at this point, or no?
Oh yeah,
you booked it.
Yeah, so you get the address.
So it is exactly 13 minutes from there to Magic
Magic Kingdom. Now, of course,
That's
that was
pretty
as
good.
of the time searching it, but,
So that's very close to property. So that's got to be near, you know, or I won't say,
a lot of
you
them
know,
are on the
won't
other,
say where,
yeah, I
but
mean, a lot, right, we don't want to get too much. A lot of them are on the other side of 192, for those of
right,
you,
right,
I
right.
mean, it's
Yeah.
not
Which would be
too hard to figure
pretty
out,
close to like Animal Kingdom area or whatever, probably.
right? There's a lot of them that's over that way that's in what they call the Four Corners area, we'll
Yeah, yeah.
say. So, but anyway, I got a place that actually will hold, I think it's up to 10 people with the amount of beds that's in there.
Yeah.
It does have some themes. So it has some Star Wars themes.
Good.
It has its own pool.
That's always nice.
Yeah. I mean, there's like, gosh, how many bedrooms is it total? I'm trying to remember. 5 bedrooms, I think, is something that, like I said, that could be, you could definitely fit more people in here. But basically, after insurance and everything, I think the total was still about 250 something, if I remember right. I'd have to average it out again. But I mean, it's just one of those that has themed rooms, themed bathrooms. One of them was Harry Potter themed, which my oldest daughter actually liked the idea of. They have apparently have some Mario theme, some Mickey theme. A lot of them have the 2 single beds, but of course there is a king bed in there. So, I mean, you kind of have your pick of beds when you only have 4 people like we do.
Right. That's
Could
nice.
do stay in a different bed every night.
Yeah.
Or I
Different
guess,
themed room.
if someone decides to come along with us, maybe last minute, we could always do that. We would
Somebody.
be accommodating.
Say, see if Jason will come stay with you. Although I
Yeah.
think he's already got
I think he's already on
DVC room.
property. Yeah, he's got points.
I think he's using DVC.
Yeah. So that's what I've done so far. No tickets as of right now. The plan is to use, because one of the things, as I think I've said on a previous episode, one of the things that I'm looking to do with this is more budget friendly, I guess is the best way to put it, even though there's really no such thing when you think about it nowadays. I mean, it's still going to cost you a pretty good bit no matter what you do. But to try to keep the cost as effective,
Keep it down a little
yeah,
bit. Yeah.
as possible, right? So basically, on lodging, spending less than $1,000 total for 4 nights, which is always good, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you get your own private pool. I mean,
Great.
that always is a good thing. And get your own space to yourself.
Right. You can have a full kitchen and all that stuff too.
Right. You
You
can,
can
if you
save
want
money
to.
there if you wanted to. Cooking
What
at the house.
One thing you have the luxury of too that we did the last time that we stayed at one, which was actually not the last time we went, but the summer from the last time we went, I think. Last summer that we went.
Yeah.
We were in one with some friends of ours in an Airbnb, and one of the things I did during the summertime was take the of course we had a stroller from Kingdom Strollers, but we
Yeah.
took the cooler bag that comes with that and put the water bottles in the freezer and literally froze them and then just put them in the bag. Didn't
Right.
even have to put ice in there and just let them naturally melt to
Oh,
a
yeah.
degree that
Right.
was
It'd still
usable.
be ice cold for a long time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean that plan worked out perfectly. By the time that we were ready to drink some of them, they
Yeah.
were thought out just right. So you don't have a freezer in a hotel room. You can have a freezer in a home, so you have the ability to freeze your waters.
Yeah. The little fridges in the hotel rooms will get something cool, but it's not going to be frozen, obviously.
And to be quite honest, most of the ones I've had don't really keep things that cool. I mean, it keeps it
Yeah.
cool enough, but
Right. It's not like
it's not
super
as cool.
cold.
It's
Yeah.
not as cold as your fridge at home. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'll
So
keep a few beverages cool. That's about it.
yeah, pretty much. So that's where we stand right now, lodging wise. The plan is to get a 3-day hopper.
Yeah.
I've searched sites trying to do the whole discount ticket thing to the best of the ability. I have yet to find anyone that beats Undercover Tourist.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a sponsor, but if they want to be, they can.
Sure.
Everywhere you look, if you're looking for discounted tickets, I haven't found anybody that beats them. I mean, every time, whenever most of the other places they'll advertise a discount, and then by the time you put it in the cart, there's some sort of fees added or something, and it ends up being
Oh, the
either
same.
no cheaper or about the same as just getting them from Disney.
Right, yeah.
So, and you're never going to
Yeah.
get an astronomical discount. Don't get me wrong, but with Undercover Tourist, I think off of that type of ticket, you're probably saving somewhere in the neighborhood of $80, which that's $80.
It's
So
something that's,
for the exact same thing. So
yeah, he'll get you a single pass ride on, I don't know, Guardians for
we'll give
family of
you a
4.
individual lightning link.
Yeah. That's £50 per person.
And that's the other thing I'm debating or contemplating is just how often to stand in line or whether to do certain lightning lanes or not, or maybe utilize yet another tool that's free. Well, the full capabilities is not completely free. It's not that expensive though. Touring plans to have
Yeah.
you have to pay to have the ability to have the full advantage when it comes to wait times, right? But utilizing that is one of the best ways to find what the true weight is. I found. I'm sure there's other ones that do it on a similar scale. I think doesn't Thrill Data do one like that? If I'm
So,
not
do they
mistaken,
do?
I think they do one similar to it.
Yes, they do, yeah.
Yeah,
They have
but
one.
that's the one that's the system and the ways you can search. Like you can adjust it to filter it by closest to you, or you can filter it by alphabetically, or you can filter it by the shortest wait. Or they even have one, what they call on touring plans, they have a ride now rides first, right? So basically, that's the one that they're saying you should go ahead and ride this at the weight it currently is because it's not going to get any better, pretty much,
Right.
or it's going to be about the same the rest of the day. And sometimes that's not necessarily a short wait. They're just saying their anticipation is it's not going to get really any better.
Correct,
So
yeah.
there's really only a handful of rides that you need this stuff to avoid a particularly long wait for, if you think about it, that you need to buy your way on, so to speak, in this
Right.
nowadays.
And the crowds have been pretty low so far, but I guess you're going on a holiday weekend, so it might up the crowds a little
The
bit more.
anticipation's up, and
Yeah.
let's be honest, I haven't fully decided whether I want to split this with Universal or maybe just do Universal still. It might even be, the only thing I'm leery about with Epic is it's kind of anticipated to still be busy, and I don't know that I would want to wait in line for the more popular things at this point.
Right.
I mean, you have the option of buying what is it, the Express Pass, but they only have Express for like the one-time rides, and it's still relatively expensive over there, especially if you're doing it with a family of 4, because that's on top of the ticket when you do it that way. So I don't know that that's going to happen necessarily, but I don't rule it out either.
Huh.
So
So if you go, would you ride Stardust Racers?
of course. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say, have we seen an update on that as to what they think happened, or it's not been? I don't think it's been official.
There was an autopsy report, so I don't think we talked about this, right?
I don't even think we talked about the death last week. I think it happened in between.
Yeah, I think it did. So, yeah, unfortunately, someone died on Stardust Racers, or after riding it, they were unresponsive. It says an autopsy revealed that he died from multiple blunt impact injuries.
That's weird.
Because the 32-year-old man seemed to be in decent health. Like I don't see anything about any kind of pre-existing conditions. They have a picture of him. I don't necessarily want to.
A picture of him.
Yeah, like not on the, like something he had shared before,
Oh.
So there's a GoFundMe too that's to help support his family.
As far as I know, the ride remains open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think they closed it.
If they didn't even close it for the rest of the day, I wonder. I don't know.
I don't know about that. I just meant like
I would hope.
it
You
didn't
mean to
stay
have it
closed.
I was like, you think they were just like,
uh,
all right, next ride. Like, I hope they didn't
uh,
do that.
well, I
Hope
really
they at
don't
least
know.
close it for the remainder of the day at least. But according to Universal, it says our internal findings to date confirm that the ride system's function as intended. Equipment was intact and at the rider's start, throughout the duration of the ride, and upon the ride, vehicles returned to the station. And our team members followed procedures. So I guess a freak accident happened? It's crazy.
It's weird though. You say the autopsy revealed multiple blunt, like blows, like to the head.
It said multiple blunt impact injuries. It didn't say where.
It didn't specify where. Multiple blunt impact injuries. Man, there's been plenty of roller coasters over the years that are pretty rough on people's bodies, but I've never heard of anyone dying because of the impact. So it doesn't
Yeah,
even make sense. I feel like there's more to this story. It's more to come, but I mean,
maybe.
because that ride itself has, to our knowledge at least, you would think it would have been reported if it was it's similar to like,
Hmm.
Guardians made a bunch of people sick and that got reported, right? So much that they ended up having trash cans available. So this ride, you would think if there had been anybody complaining of even an injury of some kind, that would have made the news. So as far as we know, like nobody's even
Hmm.
like up to that point, nobody's even complained about anything on it, right? So, I mean, based on the information we have,
Yeah.
it's just odd.
He definitely had some, because you see pictures of him in a wheelchair on his GoFundMe, so it doesn't say anything specific about if he had any kind of condition or anything, but very unfortunate. They have raised $26,000, so we can.
So he did have some sort of disability, it sounds like, or either that or he had
Something
something
to
before that put him in a
he
wheelchair. I mean, why would you put that picture?
Right. I don't know. Anyway, it's very sad, unfortunate that happened, but
Yeah.
the ride doesn't seem to be the cause of, I don't know, it seemed like everything was working
Right.
fine, so.
Right. Well, it's just like one of the ride that got the bad rep back in the day for Disney was Mission Space, right?
Yeah, right. You heard about deaths on that one, which is, of course, is why I was explaining that to my kids. That's why there's a green and orange side today. Is it used to not be that way.
Well, I don't think they decided to do the green after the deaths because they did the warnings like they always do. They always tell people that they're doing
Pay
this at their own
attention.
risk, what it could cause, all this, what it actually does. And I think they actually added the green, the less intense, just so there's that people would have an experience that can't do that or would rather not put their body through that. I know that originally I always chose orange, but now that I'm older, I just like I don't think I would ever choose orange.
No, I don't think I would either.
I don't think orange is my I don't think it's probably good for my body anymore, to
Right.
to be honest.
Nope, I don't think so.
I mean, when we went to Six Flags this
That's
summer,
so much, yeah.
yeah, I got dizzy on the little kid Wonder Woman thing, but it went round and round. It's just something about the equilibrium that's just
Oh,
different
yeah. Yeah,
as you
I
age.
right. When I took my boys to Disney in July, they wanted to ride teacups, and I was explaining to them, "Do not spin me unless you wanna see me throw up or if I'm gonna, like, not
Dude,
be able to do anything for the rest of the night." And they still tried to.
Dude, I don't even know if I could ride it with just the no spin, because it still spins. I don't even know if I could ride it with the no spinning at this point.
I will say, like, usually riding Dumbo or something, it's like, "Oh, this ride is too short." But when I was on teacups, I'm like, "This 90 seconds is the longest 90 seconds of my life."
Yeah,
Like, not get dizzy, and I'm like, "When is
yeah.
will stop? Like, when is it gonna stop?
I'm beginning to wonder if maybe even Dumbo and Aladdin might not start affecting me now. It's
Yeah,
questionable.
those haven't as of yet, thankfully, but for
Yeah,
me, but Teacups
it's
definitely
just
is like,
it's
oh
something
gosh.
about the going around in circles.
Yeah, but it's like Teacups is going around in circles twice, like, it's more like you're going in circles and then going kinda back and forth and spinning. I don't know. It's a lot. Lots happening.
I don't necessarily agree with this, but I know a lot of people do because they had that short video. What was it? It said something like riding Space Mountain after 30, and they had a Johnny Cash singing "Hurt Myself" on
Yeah,
hurt on it. It's like I hurt myself today.
yeah. Speaking of hurting
Uh,
myself, my son really wants to do Matterhorn, and I'm like, "Oh boy, I gotta brace
it's a
myself." Do I
it's a
Yeah,
chiropractor's dream
yeah.
is
Do I do
the
that at the
Matterhorn.
end of the day, or do I do it at the beginning of the day and hope that I can still walk
You, you
afterwards?
know, I could be wrong, but I think maybe request the middle if you can, or like you request the
I
middle. I think middle's better
Yeah, I definitely
for.
know don't do the back. That's what they've always
Oh,
said.
oh
Don't
no,
do back, bro.
the back is like terrible for
Hurts your
your
back.
back.
Back, yeah. That's why I told him, and he said he'll ride in the back because I'm like, well, you're young, so you should be able to handle
Yeah,
it. But I'm not gonna sit in the back.
I felt like I broke my coccyx.
Yeah. I'm like, oh boy. So we'll see how that goes. But
Anyway.
there was one other story we missed from last week that I wanted to talk about because
Oh well.
it made the mainstream, and that
Well,
was
it did.
the successful robbery of the paddlefish restaurant at Disney
Oh
Springs,
yes,
the,
yes.
the amphibious snatch and grab job. I don't know. What do you call it?
You think it was an ex-employee or even a current employee?
It could have
Ex-
been. I mean, they knew where to go to get the cash, and they got what 25 grand of cash. I'm like, paddlefish makes that much money. It's always available to book at Disney Springs. So I'm like, do they do that much business?
Not only that, that much cash business and keep it. I mean, why
Right.
would you keep that much on hand?
But yeah, I saw that on the national news too the other day, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, it made big news. So it's a big story.
Hmm.
But yeah, so a man in
Scuba.
scuba gear, sorry. And there's even like security cam footage of him like spray painting the cameras or whatever. So
Hmm.
this is like
So he knew where the cameras were.
yeah.
So
So I've heard reports it was 25 grand, but this story I'm reading says anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000 of cash. And
hmm.
then he took I don't know, he must have put it in some kind of waterproof bag or vessel, and he went back into the water and swam
Hmm.
away. He didn't get eaten by a gator either, so I guess he figured out.
Well, well, those waters are probably pretty safe for the most part.
Yeah. Maybe one of those spray cans was anti-gator repellent
Yeah.
in his utility belt.
So he didn't want to go ahead and take one of the amphibian cars or whatever it is. Just drive off in one of those and go ahead and add that to their charges too. Or maybe you couldn't get to those.
Well, it says,
Oh wait, hang on. I'm getting that mixed up. You said paddlefish. Never mind.
oh, you were thinking boathouse?
Yeah, I'm thinking
Oh, right,
boathouse.
right, right. Yes, yes.
No,
Yeah.
paddlefish is the one that used to be gosh, what
Empress
was it called?
Lily.
Yeah, the Empress Lily way back in the day, but it was something else. Fulton's Crab House or something like that.
Oh, well, yeah. Right, 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 right. And they used to have character meal there, right? Back when it was Empress
Back when it
Lily.
was the Empress Lily, they did,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Because we have,
That
isn't that where the photo of Pluto jumping in your dad's arms? Wasn't that there
yes,
or no?
something you would not see today.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Yeah, definitely not today. So
but
that's
back
funny.
then, yes, Pluto jumped up in my dad's arms. We have a picture of it.
Yes.
So
It's a
Yeah,
very funny
definitely not
picture.
something you would see a character do now.
Can you imagine the lawsuit that would ensue? Yeah,
It's like, "Oh, my back."
right. And even if they would just claim an injury today if anything like that happened
Right,
and be like, "Oh,
exactly.
Pluto slapped me in the back and he broke my shoulder." Like, yeah.
It's like, "Oh, his whisker poked me in the eye."
Right, yeah. Touch and I'll sue.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, shortly after midnight, September 15th, so it was a couple weeks ago now, he swam up, jumped in or got into the restaurant, broke in, got the cash, got back in the water, swam away. So he clearly studied that for a while to figure out that he could do that. So
That's why I say I think it could be an inside job or an ex-employee.
yeah, somebody who studied it quite a bit to figure out when he could do it, how he could do it, how much time he had. He could sneak back in to the water without being caught. Wonder where he swam to though. It had to be on Disney property, right? Swam over to.
Yeah.
They swam all the way to like Port Orleans or
Saratoga?
Saratoga or the Treehouse Villas or something. Like, was he staying on property or did he? It's crazy to think about. Like,
Well, it sounds like it might have been a place where he knew that there wasn't uh, camera footage of him getting off onto land, possibly. I mean, they
yeah,
couldn't possibly have every last inch covered, I don't think. And much like you said, though, the scuba part, there's got to be a blind spot somewhere along that waterway, like you said, to
yeah.
Port
That
Orleans.
nobody would notice someone popping up out of the water and like, of course, after midnight, there's only a
Probably
handful
is
of
not
people that
anybody out
might be
there.
around. Yeah, yeah, if at
Yeah,
all.
the security guard would be about it. Maybe it was the security guard at Port Orleans.
Yeah.
He
So
just,
there is a photo of the person spraying over the camera, I guess. Like there's surveillance footage of the person well disguised. So it's kind
right.
of
So
crazy.
nobody really pick it out. I'm guessing an ordinary average build.
But how do you launder that much cash? I guess it's only 20 grand if that's that much. So I guess
Yeah, I was gonna
wouldn't be
say you
that.
wouldn't even have to. You wouldn't even have to launder it. Really,
Yeah.
it just depends on how you mean. Just don't spend it all at one time. Don't just like go buy a car or anything with it.
Well, just don't take that much cash to the bank and be like, put this. Yeah. Crazy. Could be anybody. What were you doing on the night of the 15th? Just out of curiosity.
Let's see. What day was that?
Do you have an alibi?
I
Let me see.
probably have. What day was the 15th anyway?
You were taking scuba lessons recently, right? If I
Right.
can't
Yeah.
scuba, what's this all been about? Anyway, so it was a Monday the 15th. I was.
Oh yeah, sure. I was at home
I had to take
washing
my
my
son
tights.
to washing your scuba outfit, your wetsuit, your
Right.
scuba outfit. Did I just say scuba outfit?
Yeah.
No.
Who knows. There's a body of water that goes all the way from Paddlefish to West Point, Georgia, and I swam that
Oh,
distance
next to the Chattahoochee.
all before the next morning.
You swam that far? Wow.
Yeah, unbelievable, huh?
Just want to make sure. Hey, just thought I would ask.
Or I just went down that waterway and got to the car.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at where Paddlefish is. You could swim. There is like a canal that goes under East Buena Vista Drive towards the Hilton hotels.
So
So
you could go.
technically,
So
yeah.
you could go down that sewer and get to the car.
Well, you could technically park at like, I forgot what it's called now, but that old Walt Disney Preview Center area.
Mhm.
If you park there, like technically you could swim from there to Paddlefish. Looks like you can make it. I think. Looks like you could make it there. So maybe he went that way. Or he could have gone straight over to Saratoga, or he could have been parked at the strawberry lot at Disney Springs and just did like a James Bond where you come out of the water, take your wetsuit off, and you got like a suit on, like a white
Quite possibly.
dinner jacket on. Maybe it was that kind of thing. They have like a little
Perhaps.
duck thing on his hat, a decoy duck.
Right.
All right, we talked about that too long. Moving on. All right, I think we got all we could get out of that,
Oh,
and then some.
is it like the Austin Powers thing?
And that's
That's not a way to get ahead of life in life.
right.
You'll never
Yeah,
be the head of a major corporation.
it's a shame he wasn't more headstrong.
Right, exactly.
Right. Anyway,
So, yeah, we milked that one. We milked that like Mickey Mouse milking the Star Wars cow. No,
okay, right. Mickey milk it. All right.
you don't remember that meme that showed him that had
No,
like Star Wars? They had a cow like Star Wars, and it showed Mickey like there with a
milk
pail,
track.
and it's like the cow's completely drained like a skinny.
I have not seen that, but I get it. I can imagine.
That was a long time ago, but they love draining every last drop out of a product. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
speaking of shows that
Yeah.
have gone on a good bit, I chose not too long ago to pick up Alien Earth, which is relevant because Disney owns the Alien franchise now.
There.
Through 20th Century. And I noticed, in the credits and everything, the executive producer is Ridley Scott, so I'm sure he had a big hand in
Makes
the
sense.
series itself. But the series was very compelling. It kept me watching, and it's at this point done. I just haven't actually watched the last episode as of this recording.
Good.
But I would recommend, if you have not chosen to watch that series, it's actually quite good. It's very, very interesting.
And
So,
is Hulu or Disney Plus or both? I mean, I guess it's all the
you can
same
actually
now, but-
access it through Disney Plus, yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
if you want to.
I'll see if
But
I
I
can
think it's
squeeze it
officially on
in.
Hulu. It's like FX, whatever FX's premium thing is. So but you can get it through
Hmm.
Disney, of course.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I would recommend checking that out. I mean, because you have watched all the other Alien movies, right?
I haven't watched. What's the new one that came out? I didn't watch that one.
You haven't watched the latest one? Oh, okay. You need to do that too, then.
Yeah, I
I
did not watch
forgot
that one.
I forgot the name of it off the top of my
I
head,
can't
but it was
remember it
good.
either, but okay. Yeah, I did not watch that one.
It was good, I thought.
Okay,
But yes.
understood.
Yes, the series is interesting, and it's like a mini series because there's only 8 episodes, and it's supposed to be over. This is the last one. Disney's done a lot of that stuff now. It's like when it's almost like they're making like a really long movie to put on their networks, pretty much. Like it's too long to be a movie, but it's too short to be a complete series.
Right.
So
it's all these little short mini series, I guess is the word.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they called them miniseries back in the day, but even the miniseries usually were not this long. Like, there's not this many episodes most of the time.
And there weren't as many of them.
No.
Yeah, as there are today.
Back in the day. Back in the days of network television.
Well, we're still in them. The tail end, probably.
I bet you will not find, talking about that demo, I bet you will not find too many of that 18 to 49 that are actually in the 18 to, let's just say, even 30. There's probably not a significant number out of that part of it. Let's put it that way.
I'm almost 40 and I hardly ever watch network television.
I hardly ever watch television. I mean, most of the time it's if it's something sports related or it's something old that I can get on demand now.
Yeah.
Right. Every once in a while I pick up something like Alien Earth, but
right. I will say, because I said at the top of the show about Jimmy Kimmel Live, like I actually did watch his show almost every night. That's what I would go to sleep to. I prefer him over all the other late
So you're
night
one of the
stuff.
1 million.
Whatever his ratings are, yeah. I mean, I would watch him over the others, honestly. I think he's the best of the ones that are on right now. So he's a really good interviewer too, I think. So I like him better than Colbert or Jimmy Fallon in particular. I don't even watch clips of Jimmy Fallon. But I mean, I'm not saying he's not, like, he's good in his own way, but it's just not my style. So
Don't be so selfish, Gene.
right. exactly. But speaking of hosts, I did also want to mention something I'm surprised the internet's not in an uproar about the candlelight processional. So the narrators have been released, the list of narrators for 2025, and there's no Neil Patrick Harris.
There's no NPH. Where is
This was
NPH?
probably the first time in 8 or 9 years that he's not going to do it. So I'm like, what happened?
Did he become too expensive?
I don't know. Don't they just like give them free admission or something, and they don't
I have
pay?
I
I'm
have no
sure they don't.
idea.
Do they pay them? They don't pay them for this, do they? I don't know. Maybe they do.
Oh, come on. You know, they get paid something.
Yeah. But
I mean,
yeah, there are some notable new names. I won't go through the whole list because there's a lot of them, but you know, you have your usuals that return, like Gary Sinise is a big one that always does it. Brendan Fraser is coming back this year. He's doing December
Brendan
20th
Fraser.
through the 22nd. He was popular last year. It was his first year last year. Let's see, but some of the new, like Jordan Fisher has done it for a while too. But some of the new notable ones I thought are Jennifer Garner is going to do it this year, December 3rd and 4th.
Yeah. She is a former ABC connection.
Right, yes. Henry Winkler is going to do it this year. It's his first year doing it. So that's pretty cool to see the Fonz do it.
What was his name on Arrested Development? It was the lawyer.
Barry
Yep.
Zuckerkorn. He's very good. He's very good. And then there's a few names I'm not as familiar with, but Brie Larson is another one that's her first time.
Oh, wow. I bet that'll be a popular one.
Yeah. So she's going to do it.
That'll have a high number of like nerd males
right
there for that one.
Right, exactly.
Even non-nerd males, but that will probably be a heavily male crowd for that one.
Probably. Yeah. So that's the main ones that I wanted to mention. I don't know some of the others, but those are. Oh yeah, Constance Wu is also this year.
Constance Wu. Do I know who that is?
Like she was on the ABC show Fresh Off the Boat, but probably most known for Crazy Rich Asians and I guess soon to be Crazy Rich Asians 2.
Okay.
Looks like so. But yeah, she's pretty well known these days. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. No Neil Patrick Harris this year, so kind of.
Maybe he had other obligations. Maybe he's shooting a movie.
Yeah, or maybe he's like doing something on Broadway or something. I don't know. I'll have to find out. But anyway,
of course, Jennifer Garner. I was talking about Alias. That was like what put her on the map, anyway, wasn't it? That was what I remember her being first famous for.
Gosh, yeah, that were early 2000s, right?
It ran longer than that, though, didn't it? How many years did it run? Oh, I think it ran 5 years, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it was 01 to 06.
6 seasons. But that was like the first thing that she rose to fame for.
Right.
All right. Well, I will keep you updated in future episodes regarding the upcoming trip and what's going to actually happen.
Yep.
I now have in my, we'll say, camera arsenal, I now have a Insta Action 2 Pro. I did my research before springing for one, but it's basically the best action camera for low light.
Okay.
That gives good stability as well. So I'm gonna hopefully try it out a few places. You know, having a good camera that's like an action camera that actually also does well in low light has been challenging up to this point. But this is touted as being the best one as of now. So I hope to use that and maybe put something out there. I also hope to, over this time, if I can, put it together properly, kind of still go over, what I'm actually doing, where I'm staying, what I've spent, so to speak, so I can kind of get the overall, this is what you can do Disney for at this point in time, or Universal, whichever be the case. But yeah,
Right.
that's kind of the hope. Couple of things. Kids have never done Rockin' or Tron, and I think they want to, and saying goodbye to Rockin' basically
Yes.
because it won't be long.
You have to do that
Yeah,
while you can,
yeah.
so they at least see the original.
Like I say, I don't really plan on spending full time at all the parks by any means, but Animal Kingdom is probably going to be one of those that maybe just touch. But I'd rather primarily spend time at Epcot and Magic Kingdom this time around, just because of the stuff that's there. So
Yeah.
food and wine will be going on, of course, at Epcot. So
That'll be good.
and I'm trying to think the stuff that's new, right? That I haven't done, the new test track, and of course, Beak and the Barrel's there, but I don't know if that's, or excuse me, the Beak and Barrel. I keep wanting to say it the way you kept saying, making the videos. Beak and the Barrel, not
Right.
the Beak and Barrel.
So what? The big
So
yellow
what?
joint. Close enough.
The big yellow joint. So yeah, I think that's kind of wraps things up then. You can find us on Facebook, X, and Instagram. That's at TWTM Podcast. We have a Spreadshirt store. We have a TeePublic store. You can find those and the YouTube channel. Where can we get that, Adam?
All on our website, which is travelingwiththemouse.com. You can email us podcast@travelingwiththemouse.com. And we also have a travel advisor, good neighbor friend on there, Jolly. You can go to our website and find his info there, which is
Jolly.
travelingwiththemouse.com.
So for Adam, my name is John. This has been Traveling with a Mouse, and we hope you will join us on our next trip.
Whoop-ha.
Fine by me.
You're talking about spring vacation or was it spring break? Woohoo!
Woo!